Okay, yeah, why not? Okay, welcome to the Lobo Den podcast. Today we have our interrupting guest, Tito. Tito, we talk about, what did we talk about? Him going on mushrooms to not Disneyland, Universal. I don't know if we talked about crack. Do you remember what we talked about, Tito?
We just talked about money, bitches, and problems.
Money, bitches, problems, Lord Vegas. So check out the episode. All right, Lobo Den. Okay, welcome to the Lobo Den podcast. I'm your host, Giovanni Diaz. To the left is James Webb from the People Comedy Studio. What's up, James?
What up?
What's up? And across from me is the fourth time here is Tito, dude. What's up, Tito?
Record breaker! Chopping bombs, son.
How you been, Tito? But before you even tell me that, let's go to our sponsor, Lord Vegas.
Stupid bitch.
Let's go to LordVegas.com. This is the #1 clothing brand for transracial influencers. Number one, dude. Are you a white dude with a small penis? Now you think you're Asian? Go to LordVegas.com. Check out this beautiful hat, these joggers, these shirts, and there's a promo code on here. The promo code is obviously Lobo Den. If you use Lobo Den, you get 25% off. I get a cut out of that, right? And I can use that money to fucking buy. I don't buy.
What do you buy?
Guitar stuff now. I don't do drugs anymore too much. But maybe yesterday was Easter, and allegedly maybe I had some left over in the house, and Jessica's like, all right, fuck it, snort it. Anyways, Lord Vegas has a limited run of t-shirts, hats. It wasn't that much. Hoodies, jackets, wallets, bags, and I did it over the sink, so in case it fell, and then where the baby would be. Independent and uncompromised. Elevate your lifestyle. Go to LordVegas.com. Again, use the promo code LoboDen. And also, I don't know. Let's see. What do you do? Go to the info section of Lobo Den. Email them pictures of your dick and see if you can get better discounts. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Maybe they won't send you to the, what is it? FBI? No, just a local police department for that, right? FBI is.
Unless it's a really nice dick. Unless that dick is, you're just like, you know what? 25%.
If you take a picture of your dick and you mail it across state lines, then I think the FBI is involved, right?
You know? I mean, I don't know. You would know. I feel like
you have you ever sent a dick pic, Tito? What's up? Welcome back, Tito. Welcome
hey!
Fourth time's a charm, dude.
Fourth time.
Fuck, I had the hoodie on. Hold on. Did I take it off before the fucking? I had the hoodie on, and I took it off because I don't know what I started doing. What the fuck am I doing? Where you been, Tito?
What do you?
How was your Easter? Dude?
What I didn't do Easter. I just fucking got really high. Oh. No, I just got really high. And just watched like Netflix and shit and just laid out, bro. My mom sent me a happy Easter, so that was cool, and I replied happy Easter. But like,
where's your mom at? She's you guys in the same building? Oh, she went to Puerto Rico.
No, she's been in Puerto Rico since. Who knows? But she lives with my sister now. We just hang out, do stuff.
The sister with the 10 white dudes, or a different sister?
No, man, my sister in Puerto Rico.
What happened? What's going on with 10 white dudes' sister?
Nah, dude, she's not with 10 white dudes. She's got a boyfriend now that lives in Scotland. He's dope. And she's traveling all over the world giving Tantra weekend courses and
What's
seminars.
Tantra? When you
Tantra.
Don't come for a while?
It's like where you just like, I guess it's like an energy clearing of soul, spirit.
Like Red Bull?
Huh? Like Red Bull?
You said energy.
No, it's like a spiritual approach to like your mental health and sex, I guess. I don't know. If it's digestible.
Is your sister the girls you made fun of on your set with the stones? Oh, that's a white chick.
The spooky bitch. No, my sister's a spooky bitch for sure. She's queen spooky bitch, to be honest with you. She is.
You had that joke about the pictures in the fucking the rocks, right?
Yeah. Spooky bitches love rocks, bro. That's why I love dating spooky bitches. It's so cheap. You just give them a handful of rocks, and these bitches just sit down and just zone out like a fucking cat. This one's a quad. So you're like, okay, man. Right? Like, all right, whatever. And then, she's doing good, but she's got, like, sold out events in, like, Ibiza and Germany and Italy and shit. She's fucking rocking it.
What are we looking at?
I don't know what the fuck this
is. Is that a penis?
This is Tantra.
These are statues, you dumbass.
What is Tantra, you bitch?
What is it? This is Tantra. I don't know, bro. I'm not here to talk
Radical
about her.
South Asian philosophy. I'm talking about Tito. Let's talk about your spooky bitches. Have you?
No,
Man.
spooky bitches. Right? No.
Where you at? You're cleansing.
I'm clean, bro. I'm out here. I'm in the fucking sauna. what I'm saying?
Saunas are good for you. You die
no,
earlier? No, you die later in life.
We don't
if you
do
take
spooky.
saunas.
We got a few crazies though. Crazies a little different than spookies. Crazies will wake up at 10 o'clock and start chugging a fucking bottle of vodka.
Okay, so I've dealt with crazies and you've dealt with spookies. No, I've dealt with plenty of crazies.
Yeah. Spookies just spray it on their body and tell them it's gonna protect them from spirits. you ever have a spooky bitch spit vodka on you, bro?
What the fucking goes on fire?
Yoga flame or whatever.
Crazy bitches. I've dealt with crazy bitches. Has there been any crazy bitches lately before your cleanse? When did your cleanse start? Your soul searching cleanse? Are you just soul searching, just chilling? What?
No, just lately I've been just trying to.
Did you get traumatized by a crazy bitch and then put you on this cleanse?
Girls is just crazy. You know what? You just gotta let them fly. I call them the boomerang sometimes because you let them go and they always fucking cut your fucking fingers off and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just the girls they're fine, but yeah, I had to detox, so I kind of kicked it with one for a little bit. We met in Mexico. She lives there. She's Mexican but American, if that makes sense. She lives there, but she was born and raised here, but she lives in Mexico now.
Oh, did she just go back, or she's been?
No, she's been there for like 5 years now. She's got residency. Yeah, fresa as fuck.
Fresa as fuck, right?
Yeah. She's cool though, but it's a distance thing. What are you gonna do? It's like, what are we doing? I don't spend.
How long have you traveled lately?
Nah, I was in Puerto Rico for Christmas, and then on New Year's,
we're in April. Okay.
I flew over to Mexico. I went to Playa del Carmen, and then I went to Mexico City. Went back to Playa, and I was supposed to get a layover that I missed, and I ended up staying in Playa like 15 more days.
What's your worst acid trip you've ever had?
Worst? I don't have bad acid trips. I always have good.
You never had a bad trip?
Baby.
Yeah.
No, James never.
I mean, I've had some trips on mushrooms where I'm like, okay,
mushrooms. You had a bad
this is a moment. I'm just gonna go through it. If I gotta cry, I gotta cry. If I gotta like kind of get under a blanket, let's do it. But we're gonna be fine. Yeah. I always end up talking to myself because you're on drugs. You're
yeah. You gotta talk yourself down.
I've done mushrooms in like a fun environment. I've done them for like spiritual like journeys or whatever. So
I like doing the spiritual journeys. Comedy. What's going on with comedy? You've been how's the shows? Have you been I haven't been to a mic in years. I don't even know.
Comedy's good. I'm just focused on becoming a better comedian. I'm trying to learn how to write a joke, bro. That shit is fucking hard. Test the what? I just thought I could be funny by being funny. But you gotta actually work on that shit, and you get to a point where you gotta be like, oh, what does this mean? How am I trying to do this? And you've had some rocky times, and you had some good times, and now we're doing good.
There's a clip with Jeff Foxworthy. You've seen the clip from iComic, right? You've seen the clip, James? Jeff Foxworthy's talking about writing a joke, basically. He's like, there's the do. Yeah. Man, let's see. See if you can pull up Jeff Foxworthy, iComic, and see if a clip comes up. Have you made it?
Didn't he just put out a special that got fucking taken to the ringer?
Who took it to the ringer?
What do you say? I don't know.
iComic documentary, and then keep I and comic together. Colonoscopy.
Here we go.
I want to see that. Have you ever had a colonoscopy?
Not technically, but
you like getting fingered though, right?
Up my ass. I mean, depends.
Like it's in a sexual way by a woman.
I mean, yeah, if it's nice and gentle, not like we're looking for quarters.
None of that one. All right, so basically, this is what he says because none of these are their clip. Oh, he did have a fucking show. It was like. When you write a joke, there's the do.
Yeah.
Dude, man, I'm really bad at doing that.
How you been?
I've been good. Let's see. I had Easter. What's yesterday? You didn't celebrate it. Did you celebrate Easter, James?
No.
No. I mean, like, what do you do? You just eat with your family, right?
All right. So what we did is there's kids, right? So
sure.
My girlfriend, she has a 10-year-old, and the kids. My niece didn't come because of lice. Did you ever have lice as a kid?
No, but
really,
I had like a little.
Me neither.
I had like a lice freak out.
Recently?
Like 2 weeks ago.
What happened? How'd you get lice?
I didn't get lice, but
Were you around kids?
No, I was around. So I drive for Lyft again. So I'm out in these streets. Holla at your boy. And I picked up a passenger named Mookie. And I picked up good old Mookie, bro. And Mookie's wearing like we're downtown. He's wearing like this whole like cover up your face kind of like a ski hat thing. And he sits down, and I start driving.
Baklava, right? Is that what that's called?
I don't know. It was covered. He's a big dude. But when
big fat dude or swole or both?
No, just like mostly fat. Mm-hmm. I would say probably like 5'10", 5'11", but fat. And he gets in. It's like 5 o'clock, and I'm telling you, bro, He smelled like he rummaged through garbage all day. He smelled like the back of a fucking garbage truck. It was a 45-minute drive.
Damn.
He was rocked out. He made me play Lil Durk.
Rocked out, like smoked rock.
No.
I like Lil Durk. Okay.
He's like, hey, can I put Lil Durk? And we were like, I was like, yeah. And I put it on, and he just fucking rocked out. And
rocked out, yeah.
It just smelled fucking terrible. So I had to like drive with the windows down. But anyways, like a day later, like my legs started itching like crazy. My legs started itching like crazy. And then I was like, what the fuck? So I'd go and I would go to the gym. I would shower. I would change. I would stop. I would like hydrate. So I think, okay, maybe the air's drying my skin out and that's why it's itchy, you know? And then it just wouldn't stop for like a week. My legs would always itch. And then it would like go to my arm. And I'm like, is it my dry or
maybe
what the fuck
scabies.
is going? No. And then it just stopped. It just like stopped one day. It was just like I just stopped itching. I did hydrate more, so I went and I bought this like fucking coconut oil.
Oh, you probably had dry skin.
I don't know what it was, but I was like mad as fuck at Mookie. I was like, yo, I'm like no one else even like brought into my. I was like, yo, cause for real, it was 45 minutes. I was like, oh, and I'm like, Mookie ain't gonna tip. Like, Mookie ain't gonna tip, bro. We had a nice chat. He passed out. I don't blame him. Maybe it wasn't, but I was like, for a while there, I was like, did Mookie leave something behind? Like, cause he straight up smelled like trash, like bad.
I had this Puerto Rican chick in Orlando who was begging for a tip. I didn't tip her. I might have. No, actually, I don't tip her. And I reported her. Yeah, I reported her too. By the way.
Oh, I never ask.
No. This bitch.
Hell yeah.
This bitch. She's picked us up in Orlando. She had a sign in the back. Taped to the back of her what is that thing called? Her seat. Yeah. And there was her dog. I was like, oh, my dog's dying. He needs surgery. Yeah. Woo. So that's the first thing. I'm just kind of looking at it. I was like, all right. And I don't say much. My girl doesn't understand Spanish. I start talking, and she starts talking to me in Spanish and starts telling me some sob story, how she's back on her rent. And then she came from fucking Ocala, came to Orlando, but for a trip, but the trip got canceled. And
that's a lot.
So she's out here, and I'm like, all right, cool. Then then her daughter, she's like, I was like, oh. And she's like, your girl doesn't speak English? I was like, Spanish? I was like, nah. And she's like, she said some shit like, oh, that's a shame. Or something's kind of insulting, but you already understand it. So she didn't hear it. And then she was like, yeah, my daughter, unfortunately, passed away. Damn. Because, I forgot what the fuck. Some bullshit. They went to the hospital. Then she died. And then I was like, oh, why didn't you sue? I was like, oh, And then she starts crying, right? And
Jesus.
Jessica's watching her cry, right? And at this point.
There's no crying in Lyft driving.
There's no crying.
There's no crying in Lyft driving. How did we get here?
I almost saw that movie the other day. But anyways. But rest in peace. What's her? She died, right?
Yo, I got a fucking story, bro.
Tell me.
So you mentioned Orlando. I didn't tell you. So right before Thanksgiving, I was a little drunk, and I called that girl that I was seeing in Mexico. And we're drunk.
La Fresa?
Yeah, and we decided on the whim, because the tickets to Orlando were so cheap, that we were going to go to Orlando. She was going to bring acid. And we were going to do acid at Disney World. So we
That's
bought
pretty cool,
the tickets.
Right?
I'm like, I get the tickets, you get the Airbnb. She's like, I'll get the Airbnb, you get the tickets. I was like, bet. So I'm like, just make sure you bring the acid. She's like, bet. I got a thing I got to do in Orlando anyways. I'm like, let's go. So we fucking booked the tickets and we go. And I'm like all giddy as fuck on the plane. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm about to go do drugs in Disney World, bro. This is going to be. Is it Disneyland or Disney World? I really don't know.
I know.
Florida is World.
Okay, Disney World.
California is land, the original one.
So Disney World. And so
he didn't like Jews, right? Anyways.
So we go and we got like 3 days, 2 nights or some shit, right? And she's gotta go do this thing, and then she puts the piece of paper with the acid in it on this table. She's like, just leave that there, don't touch it until the day we go. I'm like, cool. So she does the thing. The next day we gotta go. So that night I'm just going through the papers, and I grab the paper with the acid and I open it and I look. There was no acid. What? She fucking left the acid and didn't even bring it, or had gotten it lost between travels or something, and it was gone. And now we had a situation. For an hour, there was a weird tension. She was like playing Blink 182 in the bedroom and shit. I'm just like, I'm just in the room outside, just huffing and puffing. And then we just sent out the alerts. We messaged everyone that we knew that had a drug connection in Florida.
You didn't message me.
No, I mean, I didn't think you For Orlando.
Orlando, I go every fucking year. I used to know a bunch of comics down there.
So we sent out the beacon, bro. The beep beep beep, like the Titanic fucking beacon, bro. We're like, we've hit rock. And so everyone's now like, damn, dude, that you were so excited. I was like, I know, right? And so I'm like, fuck it, listen, we're in Orlando. This place is a swamp of humans. I'm like, I've heard stories. Let's just fucking scour the streets. She's like, all right, bet. So we go and we just start going into every vape shop.
Where were you guys staying? By like iDrive and all that shit?
We were just staying by this like nice little downtown-ish
area.
Oh,
downtown. Okay, that's a different.
And like, I don't even know. It was just nice. There was a pond, a bunch of little restaurants and bars and lights and shit. So we go and we're like, we go into every vape shop, and every vape shop has a dude with like hoops through his ears, right? And like some fucking weird braided out hair and everything. And we just kept asking, we're like, hey, do you know where we can get some fucking drugs? And they were like, no, I'm new here. Everyone was new. We finally do it on the street. No. And then there's like a group of like 3 teenagers, and they're just standing there. And then she goes to one of them. She's like, hey, do you guys know where we can get acid? And the guys are like, no. And then one kid's like, my buddy sells mushrooms down the street.
Ooh, right by the gator pond.
He didn't really talk like that, but it makes the story better.
Yeah.
And so we made a deal with him that we would meet with him in the morning, and we'd give him money, and he'd get the mushrooms for us because his buddy was busy. Mm-hmm. Long story short, this happens. In the morning, he comes around 10 o'clock. He hands us this big-ass bag of fucking mushrooms. And he's like, what are you guys going to do? And we're like, oh, we're going to go to Disney World. And he's just like, nah, fuck that. It's too many kids. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, he's going to fuck you up. He's like, go to Universal.
Oh.
I was like, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So we ended up eating these mushrooms. We're going to do them along the day, but we smashed a few before, and then we get in the Uber and we go. And I'm starting to feel it, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be a good-ass day. We get there, we get the tickets, and we're walking into Universal. But I didn't know is that there was a Harry Potter world at Universal. So I'm seeing all these people in these cloaks,
sorcerers.
And I'm like, yo, who the fuck graduated, dog?
Oh my God. Can you pull up how people look? The Harry Potter
yo,
people?
all these motherfuckers went to the same school. This is crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
they stay at my hotel.
and then there was like young ones and old ones. And I'm like, oh shit. And so, long story short, we end up doing mushrooms at Universal and tripping gnarliest balls of my life. And we went to the Simpsons land. We stayed at Hogwarts. Yeah. We went on the fucking Gringotts, the ride, this 3D fucking thing. The line itself was one of my favorite things, just standing in the line.
Well, it's the castle, right?
It's like the bank.
Oh,
and then
yeah,
you go through the
vault,
bank,
yeah.
and then you see all these like animatronics that look at you, and then like the wall, the paintings actually follow you. It's got this really, really.
Did you do Jurassic Park and all that too?
No, because Jurassic Park was in Disney owned parks or whatever.
No, that's Universal, dog.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like
well, there's 3 of them when you get there's like Treasure Island, there's Universal, and they're all Universal. So for 150, you get a 3 of them pass, but for 100 or something like that, we ended up doing the one, but. Dog, we went to the Simpsons ride, low key, second best ride in the entire fucking park, easily, hands down. And then the line, you're tripping gnarly balls, and they put you in this room with fun mirrors and whatnot. Oh, dude, it was top 5 days of my life. Top five. Orlando, mushrooms.
Orlando, Universal. Man, I like how that dude looked out for you. He's like, look,
yeah,
don't
man.
go to Disney.
He follows me now on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Cletus?
He's not, his name's Ian, but he's a good dude.
Ian,
yeah, he's posting pictures with his friends in like the lunchroom and shit. I'm like, I bought drugs from this kid.
I've never seen any of the Harry Potter movies. I don't know if you guys have seen them before.
I had to watch all of them because I had no reference for any of it.
I know, like, there's the guy's name you don't say.
Voldemort.
Alex Jones.
Walmart. Walmart. The fucking craziest white guy on the planet.
He doesn't have a nose or
he
something
ain't got
like
no nose.
that.
Eating all that ass.
It's kind of anti-Semitic, but whatever.
But
in my opinion. But anyways,
yeah, no, dude,
there's Voldemort.
I had to watch them all.
There's the gay guy, the gay wizard, right?
Oh, Dumbledore.
No,
not Dumbledore was gay. No, are you talking about Snape?
Magneto.
No,
Dumbledore's,
right? Dumbledore's gay.
Yeah, Magneto's gay.
Oh, yeah.
The actor's gay, not Dumbledore. He
yeah.
doesn't fuck
That's-
Harry
oh,
Potter.
No, yeah,
That's
good for
Lord
him.
of the Rings, dog.
Yeah,
He's in Lord of the Rings too, isn't he?
He's not in Harry Potter.
Wait, what?
Ian McKellen.
Look, they're
is
all
not
in Hollywood. They're
Yeah.
all a little.
Who's
gay.
Magneto? He's not. Hold on.
Ian McKellen.
You don't get these roles without being a little gay, right? For a role. I mean, I'll be an elf for a fucking 15-minute. You know what I'm saying? Put those fucking funny ass feet on me. Put me in the background. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god.
I'll take that fucking.
Who's the wizard in the Wizard of Oz? Not the Wizard of Oz. What movie we talking about? Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Harry Potter, bro.
And the
So
Seven
I had to
Dwarfs.
watch. I had to watch all that shit. My sister, because I told her about this trip. She loves it. The Tantra girl, and her name's Taina, and she was just
With a
like.
T?
Taina, yeah. And she's like, you seriously haven't seen any? So for Christmas, when we were in Puerto Rico, she made me watch all of them with her. And she's like a teacher. She was a teacher for like 10 years before like transitioning to be a different type of teacher. And she used Harry Potter as like her guide to teach kids English, writing, and all. So she's read every book like a bunch of times and loves this shit. And that was fucking crazy. Basically, what Harry Potter is just an 8-movie long way to try to get white people comfortable with their parents dying. it's just,
Wait, how did his parents die?
the Harry Potter is white people Dia de los Muertos is what this is.
my God.
It involves fucking costumes, stupid rituals, and it's just getting comfortable with all your friends and family dying. That's what this is.
Do you remember when you learned about death? I don't remember learning about
death
it.
has been. I'm Mexican. I got one big ass family, so everyone's been dying forever. And yeah, I tell people, I'm like, oh, them dead ass families. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just dying.
It took a while for somebody to die in my family.
Oh, good for you.
My
Congratulations.
first death was my dog. And then
that doesn't count, bitch. I'm talking humans. What are you talking? I'm like, I lost my dad at 12. He's like, I lost my dog at 13.
But I lost my dog.
Here,
listen. I was through it with my dog. I was there because he got hit by a car.
No, I get it. The love for dog is essential.
Like I saw him die. He got hit by a car. I went back.
Yeah.
I took him to the fucking ER,
No,
and then he
that's
died in
a
front.
trip.
Then they're like, oh, $500 for this and that. And I was like, fuck you, give me my dog. I'm getting a shovel. I'm gonna bury him my fucking self. And I went to Walmart, and then I went there. So I was like logging this dog around. Is that lugging is this fucking modelo? Lugging this dog around until I was able to bury him, and then but then a few months later, it makes you feel better. My great grandma died, so that was the first one.
This is how it went. So my tío Jose Luis, who's my godfather,
She didn't die of AIDS.
we shared the same birthday, July 13th. He always paid me on for my birthday. He gave me fat wads. He was like the successful tío. He
What'd he do?
died. Huh?
What did he do?
He was a retired Navy general.
Okay.
He was in the Navy.
Admiral.
Mexico has like I don't know what it is, but he
Okay.
had like some stance there. And then he dies, so that was like the first. And then like a few years later, my grandfather dies in February. A month later, my dad dies.
How'd everybody
in
die?
March. My tío cancer, my grandfather a bunch of heart attacks. My dad, that one was wild. I'll tell you how that story is. Basically, I thought he died of a cardiac arrest my entire life. And last year, I got a Mexican passport, so I had to get my dad's death certificate. So I ordered it. And
You had to get it to get the passport?
yeah, but
Okay.
to prove that he's my dad or
Okay.
that he passed, because I'm submitting all these docs, And on the death certificate, it ended up being inhalation of carbon monoxide. It was never a heart attack.
Oh.
It was a different thing. And then I freaked out. I had a moment where I panicked because it looked sketch when I found my father, who had been passed out in his car, like stripped down naked.
You found him back in the day when it happened?
Yeah, when I was the first one to find him. I went and he was in the garage in the car in the back, naked, and I was told it was a heart attack. And now I'm seeing this.
But why was he naked?
That's a good question.
Okay.
So it turns out my dad had suffered a mild heart attack, and instead of going to the hospital, he decided to pull into the garage, and because of the overheating or how his heart rate was going, he just decided to strip down, and then he left the car on, and that's what happened. So I found.
So he was gonna go to the hospital.
No.
He
He was
just
just
started
gonna muscle it out or something.
Oh, okay, I got this. He's like, all right, I'm cool, whatever.
And yeah, he's like, I'm just gonna fucking.
I'm gonna chill out.
Just gonna chill out in this garage, and his heart was pounding, so he's just like, I'm fucking sweating bullets, so I'm just gonna take this shit off, and he didn't turn off the car. So for a hot minute, I'm reading this fucking paper, and I'm like, like moving documents and shit. I'm like getting things ready. I'm just sitting here, and then it just all hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, did my dad
stubborn as fuck
do this on purpose? Like, cause I didn't
now
know
you started
the
thinking
details.
about it. No, it's
my
before
mom
you got
cleared
this.
the
Okay.
details,
Oh,
but for like a hot like few fucking hours, I would say more, I had a moment of like, what the fuck actually happened? So that is what happened. My dad had a heart attack, went in the garage, probably stripped down to make himself feel better, but left the car on and got carbon dioxide.
Do you go to the doctor? Because I'm the
In
type.
Mexico.
Like I'm over here. I don't
I like
go.
that transition though, but thanks.
Well, this is why. You know what I mean?
My dad died. Do you go to the doctor?
No, I'm just saying.
Are you plugging another advertiser?
Because at LordVegas.com.
Is this a Blue Chew, bitch? Are you talking about?
Because I'm the type of motherfucker who like, because I think about that sometimes. Because it's like I'm the type I don't go to the doctor. I have to be like, I'm stubborn. I'm like, I ain't gonna go. I don't need it. Blah blah blah. And then I don't. And I'm pretty healthy, so I usually don't need to go. And I go for my way. I didn't go for.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm almost 40, right? I'm like 2 years away, so I'm gonna have to make that. But when I'm in Mexico, you go to the clinics and you just pay for like blood work, like you just do anything. You just go and pay, and they have like pretty cheap deals at various clinics. So anything I kind of want to get checked out, they check it out.
So I didn't have health insurance for a while. Then I got it. And when I had it, I didn't go to the hospital for 5 years after I got it. Because I thought there was some paper I couldn't find, but I could just go. But I remember I didn't. But I don't. Let's see. You haven't broken any bones or anything like that. You haven't had any scares?
No, I haven't had. I mean, I've caught the clap a bunch. That's fun.
Which was the clap? Look up what clap
Gonorrhea.
is. Oh, gonorrhea?
Yeah.
No, that one will kill you. Syphilis will kill you if you're a mob boss.
I mean, syphilis will kill you if you don't detect it, but you just take a amoxicillin, penicillin, or something. I think that's it. But yeah, everything's treatable. Even AIDS, bro, that shit is gone.
I guess for herpes you take a pill a day. I didn't know that. I don't have herpes.
Did you hear about the male birth control?
No. Oh wait, what? There's male birth control? Pull this up.
Hell yeah, male birth control, baby. It's on its way. I got a whole bit on it. I'm not gonna do it, but it's basically like it's now.
I'm already against it, but.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
I'll tell you why, but go ahead.
I'm like, first of all,
I'm not against it, but I am against.
If you know what,
I'm against all birth control.
Give me a shot or something, right? If we're serious about it, give me a shot when I'm like 20 years old that lasts until I'm like 27. Like, give me like a 7-year fucking like numbing of the balls. You know.
Oh my God, hormonal pills. It's a decade later. I'm a scientist. Abortion legislation. I'm just
pull out or make anal better.
I think the cycle. So
make anal better. You know what? Just start.
I kind of had anal the other day.
You know what? You know what we need to do? We just need to buy a bunch of butt plugs, put them in little gift wrap boxes, and just put them on every doorstep in the city.
We need transitional.
Slowly advertise.
What? Go to that second picture. I want to see it right now. Who's that guy squatting? I want to see this picture. What is this? What the real story of male birth control? Okay, what's the top of his head? What is this picture, dude? All right,
so light bulb.
It's a light bulb.
Oh, it's a light bulb,
and
that's the switch.
The switch is his dick. Oh, where you can mentally shut your dick off. I've read about that. If that's what this is.
Is this that Elon Musk thing?
There's a bunch of like ways you can make yourself not come, but that's the best part. I call it, like the fucking confetti. It's like.
Or have a bunch of whiskey, right? What are the other ways? The whiskey's been the most reliable one.
Whiskey?
Yeah.
Cocaine, bro. Cocaine. Well, your dick will be just rope.
I don't know, because I've always had whiskey. I've never fucked just on cocaine allegedly.
If you do too much coke, your dick is just.
I know that, motherfucker, dude.
Your dick is just sitting on a bus stop at 3 a.m, like California, and like 23rd, bro. It's just like, I'm out.
I had that joke where it was basically your dick is like trying to put a shoelace in the shoe thing, but a little plastic thing came off or whatever like that. Like that's
it's pushing rope, bro. It's too much cocaine.
But have you ever had sex just on cocaine? I don't even know what that's like.
Yeah, man. I've
with no booze, just coke. I'm trying to think if I've ever done that.
Oh no, dude. Every time we're boozing, we're coking. Not every time, but I mean, I've done it here and there in case insurance people are watching this.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
These are stories. These are fun.
These are bits.
This is a fun story.
Did you ever think about that?
This is an improv podcast.
If I ever sign up for life insurance, they're gonna look at this.
That's why I say allegedly.
Allegedly.
Or it's a character.
Putos.
Because the first time Alex Jones went to court for divorce with his wife.
He's bankrupt right now, right? He's filing for that.
I don't know. Somebody sent me an article in the group message today with my boys, but I haven't read it yet. I just saw it. I was at work. But the first time when he had a divorce, one of the things that his defense attorney used was he was like, oh, it's just a character. It's a character, right? So he couldn't, because he was trying to get Rex, his son, custody. So
he overstepped the fucking line. I get reptilian people. I get the queen is evil. Okay, cool. That's cute. Once you start saying things about kids and people start,
I don't think he said it, but I don't know that. I think his listener said it, but he gave him a platform or some shit.
If that's how some people, the parents felt that other people were reacting, regardless of the exact words he said, it's just weird.
Is that guy still alive?
Alex?
No, the Sandy Hook dude.
I don't know.
Is he still in jail?
I hope so. I'm pretty sure he's in high top level.
Is he in Denver? Is he in Colorado?
He's probably in one of those places where you only get sunlight like 30 minutes a week.
But you guys know about the place in Colorado, right?
That's like the 5.
Larry Hoover's over there.
Larry Hoover.
Adam Lanza.
Larry Hoover. Is he still alive?
Larry Hoover's alive.
But Larry Hoover's in that Supermax, and
Yeah.
I was watching a doc on that Supermax, and what's his name? What the fuck? Where's he? There's a show where he's locked up. I'm just curious. Motive. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about his motive. I just want to see if he knows where he's locked up.
He is in. Let's see where he is.
I bet you he's in Colorado.
Perpetrator. He died.
Oh, he died. Suicide by gunshot. Oh yeah. Well,
look
way
at
off.
us. We are not on top of this.
I don't remember this.
Alex
one.
would be disappointed in you, Giovanni.
I don't remember this one.
Dude, you see this? They got his fucking parents' names. You imagine?
Yeah.
Change my name.
Yeah,
Change my name. My kid can't. Dude, that's good on you. But if you raise a fucking guy that's like that, you just somewhere.
I've never killed anybody, but I used to kill people in my car in this game called the Die Hard Trilogy game. There was 3 games in one. All right, I don't know if you ever played. I don't play video games anymore because whatever. But there was a game. You know Bruce Willis, right? Unfortunately, he can't talk or something anymore. I'm not sure what's going on.
He's got aphasia, which is alopecia for white people.
But there's a game. I like Bruce. He fucked Demi Moore, and then I forgot. But anyways, there was this game, but it was 3 games in one. But the third one, did you guys see Die Hard with a Vengeance?
Yeah.
You saying it, right? So I hate people. Anyways, if you watch it on TV, if you see it anywhere else, it says INNIGGERS. But anyways, that's You remember the scene with Samuel L. Jackson? Yeah. So anyways, if people don't remember, Bruce Willis had to go to Brooklyn or Harlem with a sign that said "I hate N-words" with a hard R, right? And then
they do the Jesus bit.
Oh yeah, because his name is
he keeps calling him Jesus. He's like, the guy said, "Hey, Zeus, man, my name is Zeus."
I love Samuel Jackson.
That joke alone, it's just the only thing I remember from that movie because I fucking died, bro. I was like 10 years old. And I was like, that's such a fucking good joke. I don't know. It was fucking.
I know, it was I've never seen the first one, so that one.
I didn't really catch
the
first one. They say it's a Christmas movie, but
Did you see the first one? I've never seen the full thing, James.
No,
right? I just part 3 is my favorite.
I like Bruce Willis. He's a gangster. I think
he plays that same character. It's him, and then there's a movie that I love, but I don't know if you guys seen it with Damon Wayans, The Last Boy Scout.
No.
Come on, pull up the beginning scene from Last Boy Scout real quick.
Stop pulling shit, like such anonymous shit up. We got to do your fucking homework.
Do the Last Boy Scout first scene. It involves CTE. You guys the fucking
the Last Boy Scout opening scene.
Just okay. They're at a football game. Skip to about a quarter in, and let me just see where it's at.
Who's in this?
Fake football team. Somebody calls him. They're like, all right,
man,
you got to make sure you win. There's gambling involved. You got to make sure you do this, blah, blah. Let's go to halfway.
High school or college?
This is the NFL, but the fake NFL. So it's the
sure.
Whatever. They don't have the rights. So it's like the Stallions.
Sure.
Let's fast forward a little bit more.
Is that Buckus?
Oh yeah, it is Dick Buckus. Holy shit.
It's Buck Dick Kiss.
Fast forward a little bit more. Look at that red microphone. Don't they have that at a comedy bar? Pills. Oh, he's taking a bunch of pills. Man, who's that reporter? It looks familiar. All right. I think we're getting there. Oh, yeah. Let's see. So right now they just hit the hike. Man, I sound like an idiot. Fast forward. Okay, get the ball back right now. Fast forward a little bit more, but not too much. Just a little. Oh, here he is. I love the scene.
It's Earl Johnson.
Oh, that is not. Wait, is that
Earl Johnson.
No, there's no way.
Billy Cole. That's Billy Cole right there. There's a lot. He took a bunch of pills. There's a bunch of money riding on this. He got the call from Vegas. What do you do?
You win the game.
I'm gonna let it. There's some dude over there. Oh, here. I love this scene. He throws it. Oh, he catches it. Oh, he has to make this touchdown.
Block.
Is that Adam Lanza?
How did the guys get in front of him so fast?
Oh, how's he gonna break this block? What is he gonna do?
Oh no!
What is he gonna? Oh, what is that? What the fuck? He just shot him! Oh, he shot him! He shot him in the D.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
Is this fucking Naked Gun, dude?
No.
Is that OJ?
Yo!
Is that OJ?
Hold on.
Yo!
Oh, he took a knee.
He's gonna shoot himself.
It's Colin Brick. Boom! And he just shot himself in the head.
What did he say?
Life's a bitch or something? Or ain't life a bitch? And then the next scene is Bruce Willis. He's hungover. He's that guy from Die Hard.
Did that
and Damon
actually
Wayans
happen?
No, it's a movie, motherfucker.
No, bitch. But like that was the movie. Like not a dream.
No, I don't.
The movie.
We would have heard if somebody shot.
No, bro.
No,
like
like
it's
in
not
the
like a
movie.
Oh
sequence
no!
of
Oh
a
yeah.
dream. But he actually did that shit
in the movie. That's the opening scene.
That's hilarious.
And there's like a conspiracy with a senator and rape and all this. I hate rape in movies. Oh,
I
like rape fantasies with a chick, but
amazingly terrible, amazingly bad.
So my dad,
train wreck of a scene.
my dad as a kid, these were family movies he would get and have me watch. I would watch this, and this was our family movie. So I grew up with fucking Lobo. I grew up with violence and the Two Live Crew.
I remember having to ask to get to see Aliens. That was fun. I was begging to see Aliens. We had this little family rental place around the corner.
Oh, Aliens, right?
And my dad, I think it was the original. It was like the second one because I didn't know any fucking better.
That scene's from Aliens. You remember the scene, right?
Yeah, dude.
Which one?
This one.
Oh yeah, the knife scene.
Yeah. And then he's a cyborg. He goes, that's a faster. All right, so you went to see Aliens.
No, I'm just saying that was one movie where I remember as a kid. I was like, I shouldn't be watching this, but I really want to watch it. And I begged my dad for weeks, and he finally caved.
No, my dad would just.
And he fucking finally caved.
He's like, hey, Giovanni, because he would go. He went to Sam's Club and he bought those dual deck VCR things, right?
Nah, we had this little local family Mexican kind of ran movie place. It was
We had Connor's Video in Highwood. Actually,
it was called Hi-Fi Video. It's called Hi-Fi Video. It had a blue sign that said Hi-Fi Video. It had a little porno section with a gate in front, or like a little blanket. It started as a blanket, then turned into a gate, and then I would just walk by that bitch slow as fuck, and I would just see titties and shit, and I'd be like, hell yeah.
Did they have in your? We're all the same age, right? So James, they had the video stores with.
Yeah.
I was a kid trying to peep through the blinders and shit. My dad would yell at me. He'd be like, pendejo. I was like, we all like, but he was happy because he's like, my boy likes tits. He likes titties, baby. Hell yeah. And we would just try to be a good Christian family. So that's
you guys weren't Catholic?
Nah, we were Pentecostal, bro. We were like,
what's that? The snakes?
Nah, it was like but there are a bunch of snakes. Metaphorically, on
a plane.
It was it was like born again Christian, but like I don't know. They danced. They were very
George
emotive.
W. Bush was a.
They were very
Christian.
emotive. We would have like Baptist people come through. We have like white Pentecostal Southern people come through and give their time. It was just wild, but it was like an all day thing. It was a weekend thing. There was retreats, camps. A bunch of shit. Like, they were mad at me because I wanted to go to college, but they wanted me to be a missionary. And I was like, get fucked. I'm like, you have no future. I was like, you have none. I'm like, literally, everybody there was Latino, right? But they were from every country. It was a bunch of immigrants. That's why my parents built community and, like, networks. But I would just sit back and just listen to this shit. And I was like, I can't wait to get the fuck out of here, dude. I was like, I don't mind it for them because, they made it through with the groups, but when it came to just like the kids and shit, I was like, this is a mind fuck. I don't want to be here anymore. So when I turned 18, the day I turned 18, my mom tried to wake me up. She's like, mijo, let's go. I was like, Mom, I'm an adult now. And my first decision is I am going back to bed, and I am never going back to that church.
Saturdays for you guys?
Sundays, bro. What the fuck? I'm not Jehovah's, bro.
But you said the weekend, so I'm figuring it was a 2-day
like a
thing.
Friday night, you would have a gathering at someone's house, and it would just be By prayer, worship, food, hang. And then Sunday mornings would be Sunday school. And that would be like a 2-hour thing, like 10 to noon. And then from like 5 to 8, 9, sometimes 10 p.m., you would have service. And then your mom would do the fucking church goodbye. And so that church goodbye is the opposite of the Irish. The Irish is where you don't say shit and you dip. The church goodbye is where you say goodbye, but for like 3 hours. You just, every floor, even the basement, and then you end up in the fucking parking lot.
Did you go to church, James, growing up?
Oh, yeah.
What are you guys? What's that white?
We're WASPs. We're fucking
Mormon?
Protestant.
There's one, and there's a specific Protestant one that's like a white one in movies. And when I think of white people,
Lutheran?
I think of, fuck.
That's where Christianity went wrong, bro. They were like the Linux of fucking religions. Like you could just make your own version. It's like, you know, it's open source like a motherfucker, bro.
That's my favorite analogy ever.
It's the Linux of religions. You know, the other ones are like, we got one or two. Right? You gotta pick one or two. Which team are you on? And the Christians are like, we have 200.
We got a lot.
You're like, what? What the fuck is this?
We got a lot.
It's just a weird thing.
What I like about the Catholics is they own all this weird shit in the Vatican.
Yeah,
their own country.
just,
they have all this weird art. They got all these secret.
They were an empire, bro.
Yeah, dude. They have everything there. They have all these.
They ran it for 1,000 years behind the scenes, easy.
Yeah.
Easy. They converted Constantine in Rome, bro. They bought that motherfucker, and they're like, "This is ours, all of it, from east to west." And then the fucking east was just like, "Suck my dick. I want to do my own thing."
What's that? There's that thing in the Vatican that looks like the devil. It's this big. It's like a sculpture. It's a snake.
Is it a Bernini?
No.
Oh, bro, I read Angels.
Serpentine.
I read Angels and Demons back in the day. That's what's up.
Oh, I love those books. Go to
Da
Images.
Vinci Code, bro. Da Vinci Code was
I think
the
it
shit.
was the. Oh, there it is. Yeah. There's that one. It's the Hall of the. It's like the Vatican. This is the thing, man.
Hell yeah.
I'm back to like kind of agnostic where the fuck I live, but I remember I was Catholic. I was atheist for 2-3 years. Worst years of my life because I couldn't enjoy one fucking scary movie anymore. Because I'd be watching those movies with exorcists and demons. I was like, that's not real. Christopher Hitchens said. So I couldn't enjoy any of that shit for a while. But then now I'm like kind
so
of
you were
like
an atheist, the way a Christian, a born again Christian is like telling everybody and shit.
Like I gotta argue with my grandma.
Yeah,
she's
see,
like,
I
hate that. I was a vegan.
You're an evangelical atheist.
I was
the worst.
I was the worst, dude. For
How
like
do you
2
convince
years.
somebody in believing nothing? It's like
I thought it was so cool because for me everybody was brainwashed. It's like, no, this is the truth. Man, I was like the same fucking shit. Didn't even realize it.
Some guy wanted to kind of like step up to me in Puerto Rico because we had to get a COVID test before going to the Christmas party. And so we had to get the COVID test, and the whole island was trying to get the test. So eventually we found this clinic. We go to the clinic. We got to get a number, and we're waiting outside for us to go inside. And I get in a conversation with this old dude in front of me. He's wearing like this cool hat, and he had this watch. So I just spark a conversation. I don't know how it gets into it. I do this joke where I was just like, I'm here, but even though COVID's fake. I was just saying COVID's fake for the entire COVID time. I was like, COVID's fake. And he took it, was like, oh, what is this? And then we got into God. And he's like, you believe in God? And I was like, nah. And then he, for real, and then my sister got uncomfortable. I was like, no, this is what I do. I was like, no, I'm about to enter the fucking ring with dude. And he just started fucking flipping out. He's like, que tú no crees en Dios. Tú no crees en Dios. And I'm like, no, dude, it's just a figment of your imagination, but it makes you feel good. And and his wife had to like calm him down. I was just sitting there. Oh my God, it was one of the funniest. I was like, really, I don't even believe what I'm saying.
He's like, you don't believe fucking Jesus Christ loves you and loves everybody? Beat your ass, motherfucker.
He's like, the Bible is this. It's the fucking truth. Is this? I'm like, it's just words, dude. I'm not saying your faith is invalid, but you can't tell me what you believe is what everyone should believe is how, you know.
You like picking foot?
And I just like
old guys in Puerto Rico.
I just fucking love throwing the shit around. Why not? We talk about death. When you have enough motherfuckers die around you, you're like, oh, this shit's gonna end soon. So you just kind of like keep it in the back of your mind, and you're just like, hey, it's time to fuck with someone. It's just time to fuck with. It's Papa. The Lord chose you today. The Lord chose this moment between you and I. Let's go. My sister was like, stop talking to strangers. I was like, no, this is what I do. I love doing this shit. You know. Good old fucking Jesus, baby. I do this thing. I don't believe in God, but it's when I get scared, though, I pray to Jesus.
What is it called?
My mom instilled it, maybe from going to church, but I get nervous and I'm like, Jesus, if you're here.
It's that thing. I forget what the word is, but it's. Remember World War I? They would fight in the trenches. There's a term for it. It was trench. I can't remember shit.
I don't know.
But basically, that's what that's called.
Like last minute repentance or something.
Type of shit. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, like, I've been watching a lot of these documentaries on like genomes and how like organisms got started.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. I'm like, oh, this is God.
Like the tadpoles.
It's just fucking. It's just carbons. God is just nitrates and carbons. Cool.
The Big Bang. I was just looking.
Not even the Big Bang. Just the way like how a genome became into a DNA, became into a cell, became into a thing. It's like, what? And they just decoded the human genome. That's what got me started. And then you just realize everything is just these little carbons. Did I say
carbons? The DNA, fucking.
It's insane. You're like, that's your God. Everybody should have a double helix in their fucking church.
Look at this picture.
You're like, that's it. Quick. That's the Lord and Savior.
I was looking at this picture really quick, but look at this. We got the main dude. But scroll down. Look at the dudes. Then we got the fucking guard, the Roman guard to the motherfucking right. None of these people can have sex, man. I forget how. You sound like Matt Brown singing Ave Maria.
This is fucking. I went to Catholic school. I was in choir.
Holy shit! They're having a church service with this shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This is what no sex will do to them.
Yo, let's do mushrooms at this. I want to do mushrooms and go to the motherfucking Vatican. That's next level.
And go to the Vatican.
That's movie part 2, bro. Tito goes to the Vatican, bro.
Let's smoke methamphetamine.
Yo, you think I can do that? I can fucking get a GoFundMe, raise the fucking funds, get a camera guy.
Yeah.
And then just take my ass to the Vatican, trip gnarly balls, and just like document it.
Acid or mushrooms?
Mushrooms.
Or both.
They say there's not a big difference, but I think mushrooms are more controlled. Acid, if you just do a tab, you can't control. But if I just throw stems in and just kind of as the day goes, so it doesn't hit me too hard at once. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no.
I hate losing control to a certain degree. And then, we'll see. But I think I can get that done. Everybody.
You've been having sex?
No.
How long has it been?
Thank you. What the fuck? His transitions, dog. What is this? What is
Because at Lord Vegas, no.
No, I haven't. I've been selling celibates.
Have you been pleasuring yourself?
Try not to.
Trying to store it, the chi.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking build that up. That fucking cannon. Cannon.
Cannon.
I just want to fucking blow a massive load. I want to fucking. Just take them out whenever I have sex next. But right now, I'm trying not to be distracted by pussy. Shout out to James Webb. Shout out to James Webb for that advice for a long time ago. But I'm following through it on it.
Have something worth the pussy chasing you.
Yeah, man. What did I read? One of those Napoleon.
Dynamite?
No, Napoleon Hill. The Napoleon Hill.
Oh, that's a good. I'm listening to that book. But I have to listen to
one of his books. There's a chapter on like controlling your sexual energy and using it for good, and all these examples of dudes who blew up after their dicks lost function before like Blue Chew. And so once
George Costanza.
Yeah.
He got
so
super smart.
Once they lost the function of their dick, their minds were able to focus on something other than pussy. And so right now I'm just like not necessarily focused on anything other than getting up, going to the gym, being healthy. Yeah, cleansing the fucking spirit, getting my jokes in, seeing what's working. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to be a better person.
And you look great.
Thank you, bro. I saw some of the videos last time I was up. I was like, whoa, Tito was going to a thing.
Yeah, Giovanni's pretty big.
Sad Tito.
I took all your weight.
Yeah, but you had a kid and you got to fucking store up.
Yeah, you know what's actually good about my stomach is I can lay my kid on it. So it's like I can lay drinks on it. So it's a fuck it. So
you can be a good dad, bro.
Thank you. Like I can still.
I don't know. I want to be a dad. I just don't know when because this shit's not working out. This economy, out of your mind. I'm gonna take that male birth control. Oh,
that's why I don't like birth control. I don't just.
It's called being gay. That's why the brand's called being gay.
My gay friend just took a picture of me and him yesterday. He's like, I'm gonna put this on Grindr and be like looking for a third. I was like, nice. Yeah, put that shit.
Hell yeah.
But
hell yeah. Shout out to Grindr, I guess. Shout out to Grindr.
Grindr and having my gay friend. It's eye opening seeing if dudes
Literally,
if chicks were like dudes. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, this is how it would be, because it's just like, all right, we're gonna hook up now. Are we gonna hook up now? Right here, it's just like it's an endless stream of ass.
I get
pussy booty shit.
I get visually assaulted a lot at the LA Fitness on Lawrence, because it's near the boys' hood,
nice.
and so I go in there in the afternoon, and I know it's a mixed crowd, so I'm not too. But when I go to the sauna and stuff, there's certain dudes that eyeball you. And I have great luscious hair. You can't see it as the cap. But I get in the shower and I put it down and I get in there in my undies and I just sit down and I get eye fucked. This one guy follows me. He I go to the shower and he just pretends he's looking for shit, and I can just see him crossing through the hallway. So I just start making fucking the Jaws noise.
Has he ever dropped his keys around you?
Just every time he walks by, I'm like, nah. I give it a second. I make the shower noise like I'm closing the gate just to see if he's actually doing it, and then he comes back and I'm like, nah. And I'm like, oh, come on, dude. And it's happened multiple times, and I'm like, oh, this is weird. Not saying that it's not. I don't feel a certain way about it. It's just oh, I get it. Dudes are hungry. Dudes are hungry if they like it, and I'm literally sucking my own dick because I'm like, I look great naked right now. Hello, take a picture.
What I would do is I would drop my keys. So then I drop at a certain.
Fuck you doing with keys in the shower, bro? I'd be like, first of all, that monster ain't shit.
Because if I see there's a girl and she's gonna walk past me a certain direction, what I would do is I drop my keys.
Oh, okay.
So I time it. Yeah. I'd start looking in this direction. What is that? Or I'm trying to find something. There's not maps anymore, but at the point we had maps and things like that. Sure. So I'm already looking in the direction that way. When she would walk by, her ass would walk into my vision versus me being
There's a contingent of ladies out here really getting that ass work in. The gym is 90% asses right now. It's great for everyone involved, not just ladies, dudes too, but there's a lot of stretch bands and squats going on. I appreciate it.
I like asses.
I appreciate it. The results are there, bro. Look at all the followers. Look at all those Instagram followers. I'm just playing.
No, asses are number one, dude. I fucking love asses.
No, butts are in. And here's the thing. Don't act like you don't got a great butt. Do you know what I'm saying? If you got a great butt, just own it. Dudes too, I guess, if that's your thing. Not saying. But hey, butts are in. Write it. Yeah. Don't do anything you don't do that injections. You ever seen them fake asses, bro?
The fake BBL. Is it a BBL?
Oh, dude,
Brazilian butt lift?
It's gross.
Look up botched BBL. Let's see some fucking horrible asses real quick. Because
there's a whole hospital dedicated to fixing Brazilian butt lifts in Miami.
Botched.
Yeah.
Botched.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, dude, no. The answer is no. Always no. Stop trying these things, ladies. Please.
Catherine Ryan, comedian. Do I know her? Is she a real comedian or a TikTok star?
It's just comedian.
Well, stand-up comedian, we'll use the term. How do you feel about joke stealing?
Don't do it, I guess.
No, you find out, you see somebody do a thing, and you're like, well, that's what's his name thing.
I thought I came up with an original joke, and I ran it by people, and they're like, Sam Norman did that joke, and I was like, well, it makes sense.
Sam Norton? The Canadian dude?
He's Sam Morril?
Okay, Sam Morril.
Yeah, something like that. And I was like, yeah, it makes sense. That was too low-hanging. But you got to run stuff by people if it's too, obvious. I've actually texted friends. I'm like, hey, didn't you do this joke? And they'd be like, no. And I'm like, I'm sure you did. And they're like, nah, if I did, you can fucking do it. Because I'm like, I'm thinking things, and I'm like, did someone already say that? And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're just throwing shit out.
But what about when you see it?
I mean, I'll be honest. I've seen a lot of comedy in other countries, in other languages, and they're taking English jokes verbatim.
Oh,
they're taking English jokes and just translating them and building sets off of that. And I feel it's a little cheating code, a cheat code. But if they're getting paid, the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? They're getting their money and go ahead.
They don't live in America. They
don't have any fucking.
I don't feel as bad.
Yeah, no one's gonna fly down there and be like, meh.
Somebody here on the scene. But if you see somebody, what do you do?
I mean, if you see someone take a joke. It depends on the context of it. What is it? Verbatim? Is it joke? Is it just the punchline? Is it the premise?
It's their joke.
Because the premise.
It's their joke. And you're like, fuck.
I would let them have.
And they know the guy, and you think like, did they maybe?
I've told
did they
people.
trade, or,
I've
and you just
told
think about it,
people.
and it's like weirded you out a little
I've
bit.
told people when I've seen them do someone else's joke, or someone else had a very similar joke, or you know what I'm saying. I'd be like, hey, by the way, someone, because someone's done that to me on a joke, and they're like, oh, John Mulaney had that premise already. And I was like, "Oh, you're right," because there's only one.
And I appreciate that, but
and you know what I'm saying.
I don't know. Do you always tell people? I only kind of tell people I respect somewhat.
Or it's obvious, or someone's working on a joke with the exact punch to another guy, and I'd be like, "Hey, someone's already got already jokes set up for that kind of whatever thing you're doing." And I'm just saying, just watch it, because obviously we want originality, and if you're out here stealing jokes, and that's your karma. Go, whatever. But I'm not gonna try to do anything on Facebook about it. I just be like, hey, bro, that's someone else's joke, or I know you took that joke. I know you took that joke.
See, I never say you took it, because I always think there might be parallel thinking, maybe because there's a bunch of stuff that I was like, fuck.
There's always
Louis
there's
had.
always there's always.
I grew up.
Nothing you think of is just gonna be your own. It might be your own take.
I didn't even know for years that the fucking Richard Pryor did stand-up. Before I got into stand-up, I just knew him as the black dude with the white dude in the movies that I would watch with my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because, we were a different medium.
What was that white guy?
Even if you watched his stand-up when you were 9 or 10, you probably wouldn't get the context.
I wouldn't get it. And I was, when Apple Music came out, and I got to listen to all this stuff with my little subscription-based life we all live in now.
I mean...
Yeah. And I was walking a dog in the park, and I heard this, and it's like, this is one of my fucking good jokes. And I was like, and I just dropped it today, but I had no idea. I never fucking watched this stand up.
So are you accusing someone? Hello, drop some fucking tea, bro. What's the fuck?
This is what I do.
No.
If I respect somebody, look, I was at a mic years ago, and that sounds motherfucker, and he did this Chris Rock shit verbatim. And I was like,
oh yeah, I have a few. Yeah. I've heard a Chris Rock riff.
And I watched it, and I was like, is that Chris, or it was Patrice or Chris? I can't remember now. It was years ago, but I was like, holy shit, that's so. And it was Chris Rock, and I was like, and afterwards I kind of Googled and I watched the video, and I was like, okay, I was right. It was Chris Rock, and I thought about the dude, and I was like, you know what? I kind of don't respect this dude. He's not my friend. He's doing this thing, and I left it. If it's somebody I respected, I'd be like, hey man, either hey, your joke is very similar to this. Just wanted to let you know. Or something like that, but I was like, or somebody who's in it, and I felt like this guy's not taking this seriously.
There's a lot of
He's gonna be out of this in a little bit.
Yeah,
I just kind of I let it brush. But
yeah, if
somebody I respect, I'll tell him.
If he's new and he doesn't really know what he's doing, fuck it.
He was new. He's a dirty thief. It's funny because his friend posted something a few weeks ago.
Is this real drama right now?
No.
Everyone knows of it.
Nobody knows. I'm very private, and then I don't post
joke
on Facebook.
Stealing. If you're doing a joke and you're stealing it, stop. That's it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
But
and if you catch them and you tell them and you tell said party that wrote it, now all parties understand and play along as you will.
But I forgot what the fuck I was saying.
So dogs or whatever, it's fucking so gas prices. Am I right?
No, I'm not into that type of pornography. There was a bitch though who was messaging my girl and kept and was kind of hinting, she kept hinting shit about dogs, kind of joking, trying to sneak it in. She's like, "Oh, you know how it is, your German Shepherd kind of jumps on you, and then there's nothing you can do about it." And my girl looked at her, she's like, "What the fuck?" She's like, dilly. She was disgusted. So this bitch who would fuck her dog, and then but kept trying to sneak the language,
Bro, so you can watch porn on Twitter, and I followed this deep hole of just taboo. I was like, what's under the taboo? And then I'm watching this video where this naked girl's in the middle, and she's blowing this guy, and then the camera pans, and then there's a dog licking her vagina. And then it just pans back to the fucking girl, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this. I was scared. I got out of there. I deleted it. And I was like, "That's crazy."
I want to show you a picture. Can you go to the Lobo Den group on Facebook,
kidding,
James? Just go to the Lobo Den group. I want to show James Tito a quick picture before we head out of here. I want to just take a look at this real quick. That's a new one. Keep going. No, I haven't seen these. Keep going.
What is this? What page is this?
The Lobo Den group on Facebook. Hold on. Keep almost there. No, almost there.
Almost there.
Almost there. God damn it, almost there. We're getting closer. Oh, it's an X. Doesn't that look like Sam Prickett a little bit, right? No? Doesn't that?
You know what? I was going to say something, but you're right. I got an amazing picture of me, Sam Prickett, in Mexico during Dia de los Muertos party, where we're like in this makeup and shit, and we're outside, and he kind of sitting in the same position. It's fucking epic.
Do you have any plugs, last words? We have to wrap it down, Mr. Tito.
All right, so everyone should follow me on my Instagram. It's at Tito's Tales, TITOS_TALES. There, I post a bunch of dumb shit, clips. I do news segments. I've gone viral on multiple platforms. I'm famous. At least that's what my mom thinks.
Oh, look, your mushrooms next to Barney.
Yeah, that's me. I was tripping mad balls right there. Tripping gnarly balls.
That's
I
beautiful.
drank a Duff beer at fucking Moe's Tavern. And
I tried. The line was too long.
Oh, this was clear COVID. Hello. It was awesome.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
I wanted to get a Duff.
Gnarly. So follow me at Tito's Tales on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. But just really go to Instagram. That's where I'm going to be doing most of my stuff.
Instagram straight flexing. Mr. James, do you have anything to play?
Stand up is back.
Stand up is back.
Thursdays at 9 p.m. at Zany's sporadically. We don't know what the fucking schedule is. We'll figure it out. If you want tickets to see the best comedians in Chicago and beyond, go to standupstandup.net. Only $20. Gets you a phenomenal night of comedy. Start your weekend early. Thursday nights at 9 p.m. at Zany's Comedy Club. Stand up.
Go to the Lobo Den podcast, Patreon to support once a month, Instagram, but more importantly, there's a website. Remember Two Girls in a Cup, guys? Mm-hmm. Remember Two Girls? There was a video of two women who were shitting at each other's shit.
Yep.
And then, LordVegas.com. But anyways, this video, these two women were eating each other's shit. And when I watched this video, I was disgusted by it.
Yeah.
And then I paused and I threw up. I went outside and I threw up after I saw it. They shit each other's shit, whatever, Brazilian. But then afterward, I was slightly turned on, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, because it made me think, if they're willing to do that, what else are they willing to do? Like, what? I didn't even, my mind at the time didn't comprehend that level of, I guess, wholeness. And it turned me on so much. So if you go to lordvegas.com, guys, like, imagine what I felt sexually towards a women might feel sexually towards you if you wear this hyena hat, these training gray pants, joggers. Dude, bitches love fucking joggers.
Do
you have joggers?
Is this the copy?
Yeah. They wrote this for him. Man.
Damn! Who did they hire? A 15-year-old?
Look, you're Puerto Rican. You probably carry a knife. Get some joggers. Cut the hole open with your junk so it could just come out. Fucking get a lawyer. I have a great lawyer. Call him if you get fucking, arrested for public indecency or something kind of rapey. Call him or whatever. But look at this beautiful jacket. Look at that, right? Look, if Adam Lanza had this jacket, you think he would have shot all those kids and fucking handy fuck? No, because he would have been getting pussy, right? Like Tito is when he's not having his hiatus. So go to lordvegas.com. Use the promo code Lobo Den, save 25% off. Some of the money will go towards me. I can use it because some of that money goes towards James, towards comedians, towards the baby. I don't do drugs that much anymore, so towards that. I need a new little thing for my Casio watch. So go to the fucking website and buy some clothes because we have a limited run of t-shirts, hats, hoodies, jackets, wallets, and bags. Independent, uncompromised. Elevate your lifestyle. LordVegas.com. Save 25% if you use the Lobo Den promo code unless you're Honduran. All right, Lobo Den.
Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. It's the Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. It's the Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. Lobo Den. It's the Lobo